Okay, we got the walk-around video of the 1997 Porsche 911 993 twin turbo. This one a European model, or rest of the world as is well better known. We'll do a in detail inspection each one of the panels as well as interior, and we'll do the startup as well in this video, and then after that we'll do a drive along. So we'll start with the front driver fender, and I'll try to point out any blemishes that I may note. There is a scratch right there. There is some rock chips down below. The wheel itself, there is no road rash, and it's got new tires. Front fascia, we do have some rock chips along the way as well as in the hood. Very minor and small, but they're there. There is a little bit of stress right here on the paint blemish. So throughout it, let's get out of the shadow there, blemish there, but there are rock chips on the front fascia. Very hard to see from this distance, but as you get close, you notice them, and likely around the headlight area down. You see them here and there. Again, difficult to notice them from a couple of feet away, but as you get close, they're there. Just as a car that's been driven, and I don't believe it's been repainted, but we'll do the paint meter gauge just to confirm. Moving on to the passenger front fender. Well, gaps on the hood, they all look proper, and aside from those small chips, there are no other blemishes to note on the hood. Does not appear by the gaps or the stripping in between the panels that's haven't been off. Good headlights, both sides. There is some small rock chips as well, certainly from it being driven at high speeds, very likely. So moving on to the passenger front fender, there are no very clear blemishes, maybe one right there, a small chip. There are some chips along the rear fender of the front from rock chips as well. So moving on to passenger side door, I will move the camera up and down just to see the reflection and look for any dents. I only notice one, which is very hard to see, but it's right there. As you move the reflection up and down, is actually very hard to see, but it's there. There's a chip right there. Again, small chips in the mirror as well. The glass itself is in good shape. There are no major cracks noticeable, or any major issues with that glass. Weather stripping is in good shape. All the rubber appears that this car has always been garage. It doesn't show to be dry or rotted anywhere that we have found so far. So back to the door. Rockers in good shape. appears to be the factory film there on the film protector on the rear wide fender. So moving on to that fender itself. Let me backtrack a little bit for the front tire. Excuse the front passenger tire. There are no blemishes or road rashes to note. It's in good shape, again with new tires on it. Handle itself actually does not have major blemishes. Sometimes you find scratches around the handle, this one does not. So back to the fender. Again, some rock chips right there from the tires. Wheel in good shape. There's a small chip right there, but it's not a road rash. So no road rash so far on the wheels. Glass on the passenger side in really good shape. Roof also very nice. Again, the sunroof delete, which is a rare option. And then go back to the rear quarter. Lens is in good shape. Again, there are no signs of sun damage or time rotting, so very clear that this car had spent most of its life, or all of its life, indoors. Glass in good shape. Your tail section, small scratch right there. Okay, that's just dirt. The rear of the car, on the tail section, there are no blemishes that we notice. Again, the bezels or plastic tail lights in good shape. Bumper also in good shape. You got exhaust, which we'll get on the lift and get those undercarriage photos as requested. Moving on to the rear driver fender. No major blemishes that come out easily. We're just going around it, seeing any possible blemishes that we should note. So glass in good shape. Again, plastic and weather stripping very uniform throughout. So the last wheel, no road rash, in really good shape. Back of the rear driver fender, again those rock chips, road chips. Moving on to the front of the rear wide fender, it all shows in good shape. The door handle itself, a couple of scratches there where you kind of handle it, but nothing major, maybe 3 or 4 of them, very tiny. There is a very light scratch. I don't even think the camera may get it. It should easily buff out because it's really hard to see, but it's there. So glass again. Driver's side mirror does have those chips, which is what we have found throughout. As a driven car, very likely in the autobahns or the high-speed European highways. No rock chips or dents on the driver's side door. So that's the full exterior. Now let's look at the interior, and we'll start it up and also look at the engine. Super nice color. In the sunlight, it just really pops. Just a fantastic color combination in our windows, nice, both of them, which is a really nice telltale on the quality again. All the gaps are even, no signs that these doors have ever been off. Just a really nice sound to the closing and opening of the door, which is a really good telltale sometimes in the conditions of a used car. So let me change the angle to the wide angle to be able to see better. After we look over these door panels in good shape. Okay, wider angle, better to see the interior as we're in close quarters. Very nice headliner, rear carpet with the turbo insignia for the back of your rear doors, your rear seats. I mean, the upholstery, very nice. It looks like they probably have never been sat on. All the upholstery in very, very nice shape. The back of the front seats in very nice shape. The plastic as well. There is expected wear on the lumbar support and the outer lower panel of the seat. Not torn, just expected wear from the age and use, light use. All your buttons showing good shape. So let's get the car started. Make sure we brakes on, neutral, and when you turn the key, all your warning lights properly light up. Radio does work. So let's turn that down. And you press the alarm button. Then you can turn the key to start. It gives me the warning for the brake and the seat belt. So let's put our seat belt on just to show that all the warning lights properly work. Okay, that one goes off, and my brake goes off as well. Car has a super nice idle and very healthy engine sound. Absolutely no concerns mechanically, and of course we'll take it for a drive here shortly to show. But let's show, this is my driver's side window, passenger side window, very healthy up and down. Radio, we saw that it works. AC, position, and you can feel it getting cold, so it works properly. All of our gauges properly work. And rear windshield wiper, again with the very nice wood trim, very well kept throughout. It's got our electric books and manuals. It is relatively very low miles or kilometers, being a European car, but it does feel like an even lower mileage or lower kilometers inside. It's very clear from all the plastic and all the upholstery that this car has been very, very well maintained, always indoors and just very pampered. So I try to get all these little, all the way up, all the plastic, All the upholstery, all the sims, nothing is sagging. The steering wheel itself, it's hard with the sun, but just in really nice shape. I mean, it could be half the mileage or the kilometers that is currently showing, and the condition itself is certainly apparent that it was pampered all of its life. We open the front as well as the rear trunk. Change the angle again. Very healthy sound, very healthy idle, absolutely no strange noises, no vibrations, just a superbly kept, mechanically and aesthetically. The jack, and even the first aid pocket on the front of the front. All these proper tags. The inside of the door jambs, very clean. Again, it's very clear. This car has not been in any type of major repairs, and we'll get those paint readings for all to see, but from its close inspection it's clear that it's a very well kept, pampered, and maintained original example of the coveted 993 Turbo. The color of the Kill Bugs Fast poster. So we'll load this video and then get the drive along as well as the undercarriage photos that they were requested, and the paint meter readings. Any other questions, give us a comment or send us a message via contact seller button.